symbol of hope, Deku. Izuku Midoriya, also known as Deku, was one of the 20% of people on Earth to be born without a quirk, a natural superpower that is a basic biological function in the modern society, earning him endless amounts of torment and bullying in school. Even still, he dreamed of becoming an amazing hero, like his lifelong idol All Might, the #1 hero of his country. That impossible dream became a reality after a chance meeting with All Might, who granted Deku his quirk. Now on his path to becoming the greatest hero, Deku battles nefarious villains, endless schoolwork, and his inner demons to become a worthy successor to the symbol of peace. His combat techniques outclassed Shigaraki's. He fought and defeated Lady Nagant, the best long-range fighter in the entire country. He was able to battle All for One, who has more than 100 years worth of experience. Deku was stated to possess serious strength of will. He have the combined willpower of the former 8 wielders of One for All, and he can endure the pain of breaking his arms several times over. According to All Might, one of the main aspects of One for All is built upon psychological components, with the cries of innocent people empowering its users to instill hope. By answering calls for help, bearers of One for All are invigorated by powerful emotions with willpower, carrying tangible supernatural energy, drawing out strength far beyond their 100%, even after pushing their bodies to the utmost limits akin to hysterical strength, allowing for impossible feats like the 1,000,000% Delaware Detroit Smash and the United States of Smash. All bearers of One for All can generate strong emotions in times of crisis, like anger, and convert these emotions into raw power. His strong will allowed him to overpower Shinso's brainwash and move his fingertip on his own. The vestiges of One for All were able to fight against All for One, and Shigaraki's attempt to steal One for All in the Vestige world, with Deku forcing them out after stealing his resolve. After this event, the vestiges became even more present, and are further capable of interfering with mental attacks. The vestiges were unaffected by the combined willpower of All for One and Shigaraki, which can cause visions of death and make other people submit to their will. He can take the severe heat of Dynamite's nitroglycerin-like explosions, which could incinerate clothes and reach temperatures of about 5,000 degrees Celsius. He is comparable to All Might, who is able to directly punch beings composed of superheated plasma. Has vastly increased in power since his fight with Class 1B, allowing him to use higher percentages of One for All. While inferior, he was strong enough to damage incomplete Shigaraki's stomach with a kick, who withstood this attack. He was able to stagger a full-power muscular and send him flying with a single hit. His 100% attacks are powerful enough to rip off Shigaraki's jaw. He can build up kinetic energy and release it all for bursts of power and speed. He can effortlessly block a punch from complete Shigaraki, whose strength is on par with All Might at his prime. F.A. Jin is able to accumulate the combined energy of the Detroit Smash quintuple, making its release at least 5 times stronger than normal. Deku's power can be further boosted by using Gear Shift to unleash his overdrive skill, which was capable of punching a hole into Shigaraki's torso. He was stated to be able to gather enough energy to annihilate Shigaraki's whole body, leaving no trace of him behind. He was able to keep up with complete Shigaraki, whose speed is on par with Prime All Might, stated to be able to cross more than 200 kilometers in an instant. His second gear effortlessly blitzed Shigaraki before he even perceived what had happened, and his subsequent gears are even quicker, and by reinforcing his body with Black Whip, he can cope with full-power Shigaraki's speed. He was capable of taking a brutal elbow strike from Shigaraki, who is just as strong as All Might. He withstood a point-blank air cannon from Shigaraki, who tried but couldn't think of any other quirk to put him down. He managed to stop a shot from Lady Nagant's rifle arm, which could severely injure 45% Deku. He wears 2 pairs of mid-gauntlets that reinforce both his arms and legs. He was able to withstand a colossal attack from complete Shigaraki, survived strikes from complete Shigaraki using All for One. His immense stamina has only grown as he continued his training to complete One for All. After the events that took place in the all-out war, he has proven to be capable of defeating villains and traveling all throughout the country for several weeks, if not a month, without having rested while keeping full cowl activated at all times, displaying levels of stamina comparable to All Might during his prime. Even while extremely exhausted, he could still ward off the combined efforts of Class 1A, and he refused to take a break until he spoke to All Might. His tremendous pain tolerance has grown even further, to a point that even breaking his bones many times over can hardly hinder his fighting abilities. He has also managed to endure the pain of bullet wounds for about a month, could endure an extended fight against Shigaraki while barely being able to breathe or move his body. In addition to his own intelligence, in Deku's mind reside the consciousnesses of the former 8 bearers of his quirk, who have steadily awoken as One for All has stockpiled strength. These past users can talk freely with Deku, and thus give him information and advice during his battles. Overall, Deku should scale to city level with relativistic speeds. From lovely boy to symbol of hope, Deku is something else. But can Izuku Midoriya beat strongest shadow killer?